Welcome back, guys. Rick Rent. We got chapter 1182. 1182 today. Chapter starts off, the cover page. We got Fujitora in some ramen with a fox and a raccoon dog. Yeah, Tanuki. Yeah. I know a little bit of Japanese. So that was called fucking, was it a reindeer? No, that's Tanuki. Yeah, they call him a Tanuki. Yeah, a raccoon dog. So that's what they usually be calling Chopper, raccoon dog. Yeah, I got that. I remember a little bit of Japanese. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna actually learn Japanese. Like honestly, I've been saying that shit for years, and I've not taken the steps. I think it's that time. I think it's that time. Yep, I'm gonna learn Japanese. We're gonna get into it though. But we start off where we left off. At Loki after he blasted Emu with his Torheim, and then Emu was like saying that like, oh, like you're here, like the Nephilim. What like is it the Nephilim? The Needhog. I said the Nephilim. What the fuck is a Nephilim? I don't even know. Wasn't that one of fuck? Wasn't that one that his attack Nephilim? Isn't that the one that he froze? I don't know, something like that. But Loki said he can't really see Emu because like Emu probably shrunk down after the attack and stuff. Probably lost a little bit of consciousness and stuff and like shrunk down. So he said he can't really see Emu because you gotta also understand Loki is biggest thing right now, especially in his dragon form. He's freaking huge. He's huge. So Emu proceeds to say that to think that we'll end up in this world again. Traitor. Traitor. So it's as we thought. It's exactly as we thought. The Nidhogg back in the day used to be on Emu's side because well, is it Emu or the Sun God? Was Emu around when like the Sun God first appeared? Is this what's going on? Like I'm starting to think that like Emu defeated like the Sun God way back, even before the Void Century, because Joy Boy story is the Void Century, you know, and the Sun God was before the Void Century. Like I'm pretty sure that's how the thing goes, because I don't know how Joy Boy would have got the Sun God power if there was never a Sun God to begin with. Like he wasn't the first Sun God, you know. But yeah, like so Needhog apparently switched side, which I don't know if it's like did this happen? Was Needhog on Emu side 800 years ago and just like switch for this war? Because Loki obviously is with Luffy because Emu took advantage of his dad and killed his dad, ended up making Loki kill his dad. You know, so is that why Needhog finally switched side, or did Needhog switch side 800 years ago too? Needhog was because Needhog obviously was a giant. Obviously was an ancient giant, and from what it looks like, the giants worship the sun god. And everything they worship the sun god. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see that. But Emu also recognized the squirrel for some reason. It's like you two are really made for each other. Ragnar's been waiting for a new master this whole time. And then we finally get the reveal of Ragnar's food. It's the squirrel food model Ratatosker, obviously. I mean, we kind of all expected that. Everybody already made their bed with that one. So that's not nothing really new. And now Emu also mentioned that the lightning is produced by the collision of ice particles together with each other. How is lightning produced? Is that a thing? Cause I live in North Dakota and it snows here. I ain't never seen no lightning storm like when it's snowing. Is that just One Piece logic? Is that actually a thing? I'm gonna look that up after this video. I'm definitely looking that up after this video. I don't think that's a thing. I really don't believe that's a thing. But Emu and Loki proceed to blast each other again, like just send little volleys. Like it's looking like a Vegeta type of attack, just like volley blasts and shit, like key blasts and looks like they're throwing key blasts at each other and stuff. And then Emu calls it bombardment eclipse, and then Loki calls his Ragnir Go Arrow. Might be a different translation later on. Who knows? Well, we see Vegapunk Lily. Like she's talking about, oh, who is this guy? She's thinking about her memory with Vegapunk and seeing if like Vegapunk like had like any idea of it, and he's clearly in command of the Holy Land, and he's not an elder, so who is he? And then Sanji is hurt, but then he remembers that apparently Killingham came and stopped by his body and saw that like, oh, he's still alive, like he's barely standing and stuff. Hey, first of all, I don't know who believed that my wings was going to stay down. I don't think a single person believed. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I did not have hope for Sanji. I thought Sanji might be knocked out, but that is just because of my bias against Zoro. I didn't I didn't truly believe that he was gonna stay down, but like that because of my bias with Zoro, I just like, you know what, Zoro's gonna get up and fucking take care of Summer and Killingham, and the rest of the stuff that like they had going on. So that was just because my bias was like Zoro over Sanji, because if you believe Sanji's over Zoro, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And if you believe they're that close, you're also wrong. Absolutely wrong. There's, I'm pretty sure there's a difference between Rayleigh and Gabon. Just like there's a difference between Sanji and Zoro. Namely, Zoro got Conqueror's Haki and possibly advance. So, you know, let's just put that out there. But like I said in the last, was it the last chapter or the chapter before? Like 1080, 1180. Like Sanji looked like he was having some inclination or some conqueror hockey there. Just a little wee bit. Looked like he had a little sense of it. But Sanji start rushing towards killing him because he says that like, oh, he's not gonna leave the children alone and stuff. So Sanji's going to go and stop that. Said we can't just be wiped out all the battle we fought up to now and stuff. We have to protect Albath, just like, hey, everybody expected that. And then he also says the land of beautiful giants. Hey, Sanji always has his motivation, and his motivation is always women. Honestly, I can't deny with that logic. I can't deny with that logic. Me myself being the cook that favors the lady, I gotta say I agree with that logic. I agree with that logic. Me and Sanji twins. Me and Sanji twins. And then we see the library and we see that the owl. Something is up with this owl. I'm saying, like, I think other people have been saying it, but like I'm saying, like, something is up with this owl. Like he knows something. I'm pretty sure at the end of Elbaf, after we cleared off everything, this owl is gonna talk. Because like Robin and Saul get to the library and they're like thanking the owl that, oh, he saved all the book, and then he's like, thank you. Yeah, but like he says something and it gets cut off. Said it finds it more strange, and then just Biblo, and then it has like, you know Like like they finish like they finish the sentence but without finishing the sentence. Like he said something else besides that. Something is up with this album. He's probably from the ancient time too. He's probably like Ragnar, honestly. Like probably from 800 years ago, maybe even further. Who knows? Like this owl, there's something up with this owl. And then we see Summer getting the ship. Like they got another ship to like get the children. They're still on the mission to like get the children off of Elbath and hold them as a hostage to make Elbath submit to the world government and shit. That's still the mission. That's still what they're doing. So Summer's getting the ship, and then Killingham is going to get the children, and then Chopper. We cut back to the village where Killingham is probably heading towards there, and we see Chopper put Gerd's finger back together because it was a clean cut. It's like Law's arm and stuff. Like because it was a clean cut, he was able to reattach it and stuff because he's a doctor, whatever, whatever. It was a clean cut, so she's not gonna lose her fingers. Her fingers are still there, just need to heal. And then we see them giving first aid to Harrigan and stuff, and what's his name again? The guy that kidnapped them at the beginning of Elbath. Don't know his name. Don't remember. But he's like offering to like, you know, give Gert his fingers and stuff, and like she's praising him for actually going and saving his little brother and stuff. So now we get a little happy moment there, little wah. But we do not see Zorro here because Zorro is already on the way to stop Summers. He's on the way to stop Summers. He's like, we can't let this go. And apparently, the stuff that Zorro was hit with were steel balls. Like, I think like that Omen attack. He says that Omen attack that Emu used turned into steel balls. But yeah, like they turn into steel balls, and then he says like they turn into steel balls and bombs. So like the one that he got attacked with turned into steel balls. And then he also mentioned the fact that like they also the Holy Knights that they already defeated got stronger. So like they need to take care of that. And then he's with the guy with the shield. I do not know the new giant pirate's fucking name. I know Gerd. I know Gerd. Harrigan. And I know Stenson from last time. But like I keep forgetting their name, honestly. Like I don't know. They're like I don't know, ambiguous, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, the guy with the shield of the giant pirates, he's like, oh, like I'll help you. I'm the only one that's like uninjured out of everybody and stuff. And like he's like, well, our cap Zora's like our captain has this way that like my friend's country is my country, like I'm gonna protect it and stuff. So and then the shield guy is like, oh, that's why Harrigan decided to pledge his flag to you. Like, yeah. And then we got to Summers and Killingham talking, and then he's like talking. He's gonna summon something impossible, something that scares even him. And then Summers is like kind of like freaking out, and then he's asking Killingham if he's gonna be able to control it. And then Killingham is like, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll have to see. It's like, and someone said we're afraid of that too. Like literally, like the holy knights are afraid of this thing that Summer is about to summon. She's like he saw her face on the way here. So the rain god is in Elbath. Oh yeah, I'm skipping ahead, but like yeah, he summons the rain god. He summons the rain god, and apparently the rain god was in Elbath. What? So we got the sun god in Elbath and the rain god in Elbath, and then probably Chopper, because people are saying Chopper's the forest god. So we got like three gods in Elbath right now, basically. Hey man, One Piece, nothing but praises. Nothing but praises. Like as this story proceed and like moves forward, we just been getting nothing but like peak. Honestly, we just been getting nothing but like the absolute best that we can get from everything. But he said the D Nika clan have been told often, for us who were born in the Holy Land, hide in cloud. Seeing water fall from the sky is terrifying. That's really weird. But yeah, it just started suddenly raining on the village, and then we see Killingham saying, "Catch those brats," and he definitely explains the monster. He's like, "Oh, the legend in the underworld says there's a monster that pours down on people's head. It's called the Rain God. That's the monster the Holy Knights are afraid of." And then we see a double page panel of what frightens me the most. Zaza, the Rain God. Zaza, is this some weed, bro? We smoking it? Do we have to smoke it? I don't even smoke, but like some Zaza. Yeah, we getting some Zaza up in here. Like that's a very interesting name, you know. I feel like that's gonna get confused by like a lot of shit. Then he said it appeared to be chanting rhythm of a rain dance. But has as the chapter is ending, Zoro and Sanji meet up with each other. So Sanji is obviously going for killing him, and Zoro is going for Summer. So obviously, I'm not even gonna say it. We got the strength hierarchy of the Holy Knight. Summer is stronger than killing him because Zoro is going to fight. I mean, ambiguously. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like you can say Summer is stronger than killing him, or you can say, well, they just fought the opponent that they was already fighting. You know, you know, could be that or the other. But my head canon would be Summer is stronger than killing him. That's the head canon I'm going with. Yep, because Zoro always fights the stronger opponent after the main bad guy. Main bad guy is Emu. Zoro is going to fight Summer, so Summer is obviously stronger. That's my headcanon. That's what I'm gonna believe. But the Rain God though, so I guess we're going full for everything that we learned in Skypiea. We're going for that theory. We're going for that theory, like, cause what we had an inclination of Chopper being the forest god, and now we just get introduced to the rain god. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. So yeah, we really got that. We really got that. So I guess we got to start being look on the lookout for who the next gods may be. Honestly, yeah. Holy shit. But amazing chapter. Honestly, 8 out of 10. Not as much fighting. Honestly, I'm not. I love like the expositional chapters of One Piece. Just like when they explain stuff and everything. But hey, I'm not gonna lie. I love to see my man's in action. It's still a great chapter. Honestly, One Piece True. I don't even know. Since like the end of Albath, to me personally, have not dropped a bad chapter. They have not dropped a bad chapter at all. So let's continue this on the next video. I'll see you guys next time.